there! So a really sweet subscriber of mine, Mama Loves Scarlet, asked me if I would do a video sharing with you what my favorite Lancome beauty products are. And I thought that that was a great idea. You may have seen in some of my past videos that I show the gift with purchase, usually from Nordstrom. That's one of the ones I like a lot, or directly from the Lancome site. They have some really great bags and things like that. So she was sort of curious about what I liked from Lancome that I was purchasing during those gift with purchase events. So I thought I'd share with you some of my favorites. So if you're interested, let's get started. So the first item that I love from Lancome that is an absolute staple for me is the Bifacile eye makeup remover. This is such a great product. It is on the expensive side. So I tend to use this on days when I'm, like today, when I'm filming. So I probably put on a little bit more heavy makeup on days when I'm wearing false eyelashes and I really need to, break down that glue, and it makes it a little bit more tough to remove. So I do try to conserve and use this on those days, but this does an amazing job of removing makeup really easily. I like to use the Shiseido facial cottons with it. This combination with that, they're really soft and smooth. This is a really elegant formula. It just really gently removes all the makeup on my eyes. It does a really good job, and I find that it gets all those last traces of makeup off. And sometimes when I've used other eye makeup removers, it hasn't come off so easily. There's a little bit more rubbing and tugging involved. So I really, really like this a lot. And if you can buy it when they do have a gift with purchase, it makes it a little bit better because then you're getting some free products with that. So the next item that I really enjoy from Lancome is the Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. Now this is a serum for the skin, but I actually use it a little bit differently. I had thought about sort of incorporating this into my daily routine, but then I realized I didn't really want to use it on a daily basis because it is a more expensive product, and I sort of found a better use for it. And I realized on a daily basis more what I'm focused on is sun protection and wearing my sunscreen. So what I have found that I do like this for quite a bit is as a foundation primer. Now this is a very expensive primer. It's not something that you would probably want to use on a regular basis, but when I am filming or I have a special occasion where I want my skin to look especially good, I love this as a primer. It has a really silky formula. It doesn't leave any type of greasiness to my skin. It sinks in very easily, and my foundation just goes over the top of this, and it just creates a really, really nice look. I'm wearing it today. I love this stuff. It is, again, a little bit crazy to use as a foundation primer, but because I don't use it all of the time, a bottle like this lasts me a really long time, probably at least a year. And then every once in a while, I'll get a small size of one of these and one of their gift with purchases, and I will just add that back to this bottle, and that lasts me for quite a long time. So I really do enjoy this as a primer. Most other primers break me out, and I haven't found one that didn't clog my pores and cause acne, so this does not do that for me. The next product that I really enjoy that I use, again, not every day, but it's usually when I'm filming, and then again, other special occasions, at times when I want to have a highlighter. This is the Lancome Eclat Miracle. This is a highlighter type fluid. I'll show you this. And I say it's a fluid because it comes in a little container like this, and it does have a very thin formula. And it looks like this as it starts to run down my hand. And what I really like about this is I like to use it as a highlighter on my cheekbones, but I also have found that it's really nice to mix in with foundation because it does have the thinner formula. I will put a little bit of my foundation on the back of my hand and then put a drop or two of that in for just an everyday sort of glow. Mix them together and just buff on the foundation as normal, and it creates a really nice subtle glow to the skin that's not overly glowy and flashy for daytime. And then if I want a little bit more of the highlighting effect, I will just apply my foundation first on its own, and then I'll go back with a little bit of this either with my fingers or like a beauty blender and just tap it on here and then just sort of blend it in with my beauty blender on the cheekbones. I find it does a really good job for that. I like this a lot. It's a really beautiful sort of subtle shimmeriness to it, not chunks of glitter or anything like that. So it's not obvious, but really, really beautiful. The next couple of products that I love, this one is definitely a splurge purchase for me and not something that I get all the time, but I do love it. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. And I guess I don't have to say Lancome because you know that we're talking about Lancome products. But this is a wonderful mascara for building volume. This holds curl in the lashes really well and gives a lengthening effect to it too. So you're kind of getting everything with this. And one of the things I love most about this mascara is the brush. I really like the curved brush. It does a really good job of sort of hugging the lash line and really getting the product up into the lashes and then sort of helping them keep that curl. I've mentioned 100 times before that I have really, really tough lashes that don't like to curl and definitely don't hold any curl when I use even my eyelash curler or anything like that. And this really, really helps. Now, a product that I like to use with this a lot is the Lancome, and let me see what the full name is, Sills Booster XL. So that is this. This is a sample size that I'm using right now. This is a primer, an eyelash primer, and it works really well with the Hypnose Drama. I have purchased this in the full size, but I also sometimes get these with gift with purchase. So, you know, it's nice to have these little sizes as well for travel. This is just sort of a whitish eyelash primer. It does dry to a little bit more of a clear formula when you put it on, but some of it will still stay white, so you do need to make sure that you coat your lashes really well with your mascara. But I do find that, especially with my fine thin lashes, this does create a nice sort of primer for the lashes. The mascara goes on more smoothly over the top of it, and it's a lot easier to build the volume and length when I have this primer on. This was something that I had originally tried because it wasn't a gift with purchase, and I liked it so much that I continued to purchase the full size because I really do think it does what it's intended to do. And then the last couple of items that I love from Lancome are lip products. And the first one is the Juicy Tubes, and I've had this one in my purse for so long that the label's actually rubbed off, but this is the color Tickled Pink. It's a really beautiful neutral pink, maybe leaning a little bit more on the berry mauve side, but it's just a great go-to color to have in your purse. And let me show you this. You do get a lot of product with these, and they last a long time. I think this is just such a pretty color. This is great to have when you leave the house and you don't realize that you didn't bring a lip product with you. I keep this in my purse, and then I kind of know it will go with everything because it is a nice neutral pink. I think this color would look so beautiful on a wide variety of skin tone. It's just really, really nice. And it does have sort of thicker formula, but it does last a little bit longer than a typical gloss, so I really like that about it. So I have some other ones of these I've received in the gift with purchase for free. This one I actually purchased though because I liked it so much, and I would really recommend it. Again, this color is Tickled Pink. I am also going to list all of these products on my blog, and I will link to that below in case you weren't sure about anything that I mentioned. And then the last products that I have are other lip glosses, more traditional lip glosses. And these are the Lilac Fever. This is Pink Dimension, and this is Pink Gravity. So let me show you the Pink Dimension first. And I should mention, these have like the smallest labels in the history of labels. You'll never be able to read that, even if I hold it up. I have to really, really look at these. They are so, so small. Anyway, I digress. So this is a really pretty sort of baby pink color. Again, this is the Pink Dimension. And I've had this one for quite a while. I think this is the second one that I've had. It's a little bit sheer to wear on its own, but over a lip liner, it's just such a beautiful color. So there it is. Again, sort of just a neutral, lighter baby pink. And it definitely can be worn on its own. If you have, you know, a little bit lighter lips, I think it would show up a little bit more. Some days my lips tend to be a little bit more pigmented, and so it won't show up on me. But like a nude pink lip liner underneath, and it pops. Beautiful pairing. Love this. I find I wear this a lot more in the summertime. And then the next one that I wanted to share with you is the Pink Gravity. And this is the color that I'm wearing today. Again, sort of on theme here, a neutral pink lip gloss. This also has a lot of shimmer to it. This one does not have as much shimmer. It does maybe slightly, but it's, if any, it's just sort of really, really subtle. This one has quite a bit of shimmer, but it really mellows out a lot on the lips. It doesn't look as shimmery in person. But this has maybe a little bit of brown to it, definitely an iridescence, sort of mauve-y iridescence to it. I will swatch it next to this other one here. Oops. But again, a very neutral kind of color that's nice to have on hand. And I like the formula of these a lot. They are a little sticky, but not a lot. They're not super thick. But what I find about these is that I'll put these on and then I kind of make sure I have it where I want it. And then after a couple minutes, it seems to sort of dry down, but I don't mean that it's drying. These are not drying at all. My lips feel very moisturized with them, but it seems like they sort of settle in and set a little bit, and the color lasts a really long time, even through sort of licking my lips and drinking water and things like that. I don't think they're intended to be like a long wear all day formula, but I just find that that is how they wear on me. So that's why I really, really like these lip glosses. And these two are my favorite. I think there's another one that I haven't picked up yet. I want to say it's Rose Macaroon. I think it's also a very nice neutral color if you want to check that one out in this line. But let me just show you these again. So there they are together. Really, really pretty lip glosses. So that is everything. Those are sort of my favorites from Lancome, the products that I keep purchasing over and over again that I really love from the line. So I thank you to Mama Loves Scarlett for requesting this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I also hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.